أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. Today we'll be discussing Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the son of Imam Ali, Amir al-Mu'mineen, and Bibi Fatima al-Zahra, Sayyid al-Nisa al-Alameen. We'll be discussing on how he was slain in the battle of Karbala, on the plains of Karbala. When there was no one else left on the plains of Karbala, Imam Hussein mounts his horse Zuljana and he is embarking upon his journey. He is taking his last ride towards the battlefield. However, upon sitting on the horse and commanding the horse to move forward, the horse does not want to move forward. Imam Hussein, in conversation with the horse, tells the horse, "Oh my horse Zuljana, I know we've come here, we've gone to and fro the battlefield several times. However, this is the last time you're taking me to the battlefield. You might never come back with me." On that note, Zuljana symbolizes this is something stopping him on his feet. When Imam Hussein looks down upon his feet, he sees Bibi Sakina clinging on to the feet of Zuljana. Imam Hussein comes down from his horse. He tells Bibi Sakina something in her ears that no one knows about till today. Bibi Sakina and Imam Hussein go into the horse. He makes her sleep on his chest. Bibi Sakina falls asleep. Imam Hussein then starts his journey again. He sits on his horse Zuljana. He rushes towards the battlefield. He praises himself on the battlefield. He finally preaches again to the army of Yazid. However, these are oppressors, these are tyrants, they do not want to listen. These are ignorant people. Imam Hussein, it is reported, on the plains of Karbala, fighted a tremendous fight. He fights several people. It is reported in some books that he fights people and he hits them up to the walls of Kufa until a sudden sound comes from the sky. It is the exact 4 verses from Surah Al-Fajr that I first recited on the opening of this video. Upon hearing that, Imam Hussein puts back his sword into its place. He goes into the state of prostration. However, it is noted that when Imam Hussein put his head into prostration, his body was not on the land nor in the sky. It was in between arrows. This is my master, who's fought tirelessly on the battle, who's been carrying bodies ever since morning. It is reported, or I mentioned, that Imam Hussein on that day, on the day of Ashura in Karbala, was not just killed once. He was killed multiple times. His back was broken when Abbas passed away. He lost his eyesight when Ali Akbar passed away. Imam Hussein then goes into the state of sujood. It is reported that Yazid's army shouted out, "Whoever beheads Imam will get a prize from Yazid." No one dared to move forward. No one dared to move forward, and that tells me that they indeed knew the truth. They knew that this was the Imam of the time, and that's why no one was ready to behead him. However, Shimr Lanatullah moves forward. He goes towards Imam. He kicks Imam. He sits on Imam's chest. It is reported he strikes Imam 13 times with a blunt knife to finally behead Imam, to finally make Imam's head and his body 2 separate things. It is reported in several books that on that day, when Shimr was striking Imam 13 times, everyone from the heavens descended. Prophet Ibrahim, Bibi Fatima, Imam Ali alayhi salam, all of them descended to witness what was happening in Karbala. And some sources narrate that on that day, Prophet Ibrahim, in conversation with Imam Ali, he tells him, "At least when I had to slain my son, I had a blindfold over my head. Verily, God is watching. Verily, Allah is the witness of this day of Ashura." It is reported Shimr finally beheads Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He takes his head on a spear and they're celebrating on the plains of Karbala. Inshallah, join us later tonight for the story on Sham-e-Ghariba and how the Bibis were then oppressed further and made to walk up until Sham. Thank you very much.